Minecraft Dungeons Creeping Winter is almost here, and with it comes our first real change to the game since launch. But will this DLC rise above, and will it bring back players for one more adventure in Mojang's incredible world? Hello friends, it's Codiak here, and if you thought we were done talking about Minecraft Dungeons, you were sorely mistaken. Sometimes covering every tweet, every drop of information isn't all that fun. But today, we got a special treat with a brand new developer diary covering everything players will experience in the Creeping Winter DLC. Because I'm a systems guy, I want to start with the feature I'm most excited about, daily trials, which take existing levels and augment them to provide players with a new challenge and reward for completing them. This is the first time we're getting a good look at the affixes that players will come up against. Now, the team did mention that both positive and negative attributes will accompany players during daily trials, and that's exactly what we get. In the first example, we see that the player is enhanced and only has access to fire arrows. In this particular scenario, the player also has the burning enchantment equipped. On the flip side of things, we see the negative affix, that 33% of the mobs have a fire trail. It's interesting to see both positive and negative effects at play in the same scenario. I'd be curious to see if there are more tiers to these daily trials that take away or add affixes to improve your potential rewards. There's a lot to be explored here, and it's a system I think will provide players with countless hours of enjoyment. We did see some other examples of daily trials like this one, which gives players 2 pets instead of 1 when using artifacts. Clearly, this is designed to set up the player to use those types of items, but it doesn't look like it forces you based on the loadout shown here. In this scenario, we also see some tough negative affixes, with 50% of the melee mobs being replaced by husks, and 50% of the melee mobs being enchanted with Poison Cloud. In the final example of daily trials, we see an affix combination that my Souls build friends will love. In this trial, players will collect 5 times as many souls, but on the flip side, they'll have to deal with 33% of the melee mobs being replaced with chicken jockeys, and 50% of the mobs having the Thorns aura. If my experience with dungeon-style games has taught me anything, it's that there are bound to be some devastating combinations that will really challenge players. But like I said, I think it's going to be a great way to extend the life of the game and engage players across the board. The next thing I want to talk about is new merchants. For the first time, Minecraft Dungeons is getting a brand new smattering of shopkeepers, and this is really exciting stuff. Camp was definitely starting to feel a little boring, but the team has promised some exciting changes with the Creeping Winter DLC. In the developer update, we got our first look at the luxury merchant who, by the looks of things, deals with more exotic items, potentially selling players gear from the Jungle Awakens DLC. There is an ocelot in the mix under the tent, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some tie-in to that loot. We also see another shop filled to the brim with artifacts, and while we already have an artifacts vendor, the purple vibe and presence of the corrupted beacon makes me think that this is a Souls-based vendor, potentially giving players a better way to collect that type of gear. In an exciting twist, the team even revealed the interface for the brand new mystery merchant, which sells players random, specific gear of a certain power level. This is very much a system pulled from games like Diablo, and while there is already plenty of randomness in Minecraft Dungeons, it does look to give players a bit more control of what type of item they hunt for. There also looks to be a progression system of sorts with unlockable sections of the shop, as well as a restock option to change up the merchandise. The hits keep on coming as we get our first look at the Gift Wrapper, another new merchant. We knew there was a trading mechanic coming to the game, and it looks like we'll finally be able to move items around to our friends. No word on if we'll be able to drop or trade emeralds with the update, which could be the last piece needed before a player-driven economy pops up. But who knows, that could very well be the case come launch. There is one more exciting feature the team didn't even talk about here, but did show off. The changes to the blacksmith, including a new way to upgrade items. The team looks to have settled on a really interesting system for enhancing loot. If the tooltips are accurate, players will submit their items to the blacksmith for upgrading, returning all enchantment points to the player. Players will then need to complete 3 missions before the item is fully upgraded, and the item's new power level will be re-rolled based on your recommended difficulty. This is a complete change from an emerald-based system, which means actions, not wealth, will determine how often you can upgrade. As you can see, there are also unlockables with the blacksmith, which could open up new slots of enhancements, furthering this new system. Today's video also gives us a more detailed look at the levels and enemies we'll be fighting in the update, and just a little teaser, we'll be doing a special video covering some of the biomes very soon. A video I guarantee you no one else will have, so don't forget to keep it here with Legion Gaming for more Minecraft Dungeons content. Two new mechanics coming to the game with the Creeping Winter update are sliding and freezing. Players that move across the ice will now have reduced traction and will make for a more challenging experience, especially if you're trying to avoid packs of enemies. The second feature, freezing, looks to be especially nasty. Players that fall into the water in the Creeping Winter biomes will freeze into a block of ice and will take some rapid button mashing before they're broken out. These could definitely change up the gameplay and will be interesting mechanics to explore on September 8th. One final surprise the team had for us was the introduction of a new artifact, the Ice Wand, which deals a sizable chunk of damage, stuns enemies, and is on a 20-second cooldown. This artifact mimics the attack of a new mob, the Iceologer, and calls down a massive block of ice. We've also seen hints at new bee armor and artifacts, which have been shown on various images and can be even seen in some of this footage, but we don't have any official word exactly how those new items will function. Minecraft Dungeons Creeping Winter is shaping up to be the biggest DLC to date, and with no word on what comes after the second planned installment, the Mojang team is really looking to leave their impact with this content. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited for Creeping Winter? If so, what are you most looking forward to? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget you can always join our community of over 6,000 on Discord. Legion Gaming is spread across dozens of great games, so click that link below and join today. My name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legion Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on!